Being a resident of Quincy, and I really shudder to hear more all the time everything associated with money to make improvements, because I think that money is not the issue in many instances, because I think the money is not necessarily spent wisely or efficiently. In Quincy, we happen to be fortunate to have ENC, Eastern Nazarene College, as one of our neighbors, who has a great neighborhood policy. They have an incredible early ed program. My kids were fortunate or unfortunate to have to do daycare through there. And they had great approaches to education. What I think is unfortunate is that there's not enough tapping into the brain trust we have in these colleges, Wheelock, Simmons, ENC, you know, and utilize not only their talent, but a lot of these kids get credit for practicum. In Quincy, we do integrate some of that. I know a couple of the grammar schools or elementary schools tap into that. So you don't have to spend money. The flip side that does concern me is that a lot of the over-testing and requirements has taken away the entrepreneurial spirit and the incredible imagination of kids. So what we've done is, to make our education system compete, we've taken away what makes us unique and beautiful in America, is our free thought. Because we have to, all these states now have to benchmark to these MCAS and all that kind of stuff. So I would like to see, not hear about spending more money, but any money being spent is more measured, benchmarked, and if you get money, you have to do something for it. And it has to surround, because we're taking away music, we're taking away arts. And I came up in the Brookline school system, so they have a particular thing called Century 21 or something, and they're raising money as a public school to get people to give all different things, and they're experimenting with a lot of different educational processes that they can't necessarily incorporate in the regular school system. And once it's done through this forum, they then can integrate it into their everyday. So I think there needs to be someone amassing all these great creative programs and seeing how can you roll it out. Okay.
That's him.
And I don't want to see more money chase. I want to see more brain trust utilized.
Let me agree with you and challenge you as well. You can sit down if you want to. It's not going to be that hard a challenge. First of all, I don't want to be heard to be just talking about more money. I'm not talking about more money. The sort of thing that ENC is doing, or that, you know, you remember when Chelsea was in trouble financially and BU came in and they stayed. You know, they're winding down the last, I think they've been there 10 years or something like that. In Springfield, we're trying to partner up UMass and the 5 colleges with Springfield Public Schools. Some of that's happening in Boston right now. That is a lot of creativity for little or no money. It's person time, it's ideas, it's credit, you know, to the point you made. We are all over that. I believe in that. And by the way, I think it is good, not just in terms of getting talent and creativity for little money. I think it is also important in terms of building a community. And people understand they have a stake in what goes on over there in that school and in that neighborhood. You're absolutely right, and we are encouraging and looking for ways, really, to the point earlier in another context. How do we systematize this? You know, how do we scale that sort of thing up? The challenge that and it's not a but, it's just a pushback a little bit. When you talk about the importance of music and art, things that have been taken out of schools, that's on account of money. So we can't say, let's just do stuff that doesn't require money. At the same time, we know that music and art and other components, service learning, for example, they complete a child's education. They complete a child's development, age appropriate at different stages. So I don't want to be heard to be saying that we just need more money. I think we need much more creativity, and I think we need space in the day and in the thinking for that creativity. And I'll just say one thing about the testing. I stink at standardized tests, personally. So I start with an apprehension about standardized tests. You know where I hear the most support for standardized testing? Is in poor neighborhoods, where parents say, you know what, before the MCAS, my kid was just passed right along, and along came graduation, and he or she didn't know how to read. And I don't think the tests are enough. I want to be clear about that, and I worry about the teach to the test that you hear from a lot of teachers. I also know that there are some teachers who know how to make it a gas, and some who just don't. And so we got to sort that out too. You know, how we celebrate and scale up the creativity and the fun, and also deal with the teachers who can't do that or won't.
But to your point on the money, I mean, you have Emerson College, you have New England Conservatory, so you have different methods of tapping again into our brain trust that we have in these places to integrate some of the stuff. So there's ways of being creative.
Yeah, we're not differing.
Right, I'm just saying that, but we could still do some of the stuff that may take money,
Yeah.
but just approach it differently.
I get it, I'm with you.